Guys, finally after a long time of not having like a solid car weekend here in Toronto, there's finally a few meets in a row. So for that, we have to take out a special car. We are in the 997 GT3RS, my favorite car to drive. So right now we are going, weirdly enough, to a Lamborghini Cars and Coffee. I don't know if I'm going to be the only Porsche there or the only other car there, but regardless, it's going to be good. And then tomorrow is one of the best shows of the year in Toronto, which is the Pfaff open house. There's going to be like US level cars, like there's going to be Paganis, there's going to be all the stuff that we normally don't see here at meets. But come along, let's see what it's like. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do for this video because I did get a new phone, which I do film on my phone. So this is now on the new 17 Pro Max. But I also got these, the Meta glasses. I'm going to try to maybe include some content from the Meta glasses in this video. I don't really know how I'm going to do it yet, but let me know if I do, if you guys like it. Now, the question is this. I'm going to a Lamborghini Cars and Coffee at the Lamborghini dealership. Do I park in the lot or am I going to get kicked out to the street? I have no idea. Oof, now we're in an RS. Alex, that's a little embarrassing. You don't even have an RS? Are those comfort seats? Okay, so yeah, we got the RS. Yeah, I don't know, man. Are those comfort seats and actual door handles?
I know, not everybody can be as cool as you, Roy.
It's a rough life, man.
I wish I was.
You need some change?
When I grow up, can I be like you? I do need some change, actually.
Okay.
I put 50 bucks in gas and I could barely afford it.
We're here pretty early, so not a lot of cars are here yet. I'll show you this in a second, but we're in the showroom right now. There's some pretty cool stuff. Bunch of Huracans and stuff, but let's go over to this side. So there's a pretty interesting color Ultimate right here. So the final edition, one of 350 coupes. This car actually got really enjoyed, probably driven, which a lot of them don't. This car has 17,500 kilometers. I used to see it around all the time. Now it's for sale again. But this Revo Auto spec, really my type of thing, because I really like the white Murcielagos, the white Aventadors, and white on white Revo Auto. I don't think I've seen this color combination yet on the car. I think it looks incredible, honestly. So we ended up in a Urus now. Let's see what else pulled up while we were out back. There's an F12 rolling in, so still not helping the Lambo cause here, but let's see if anything else. So yeah, a bunch of cars have arrived now. There's a lot of Huracans, you know, they're all pretty much the same, doesn't matter. But here there is what appears to be, again, they might not like me saying this, but it might appear to be an SVJ 63. I'm not going to say real, fake, whatever. I'm just going to show the interior and you guys in the comments tell me what you think. If you guys know, you know. But yeah, I'm not going to say any more. But let's keep walking. Now, this is more my type of stuff. So we got a 91 Diablo right here. This car showed up in the city, I think, about a few years ago, but actually good for the owner because he's actually driving it a lot. And, you know, I love to see that in something like a Diablo. And then I'm actually really happy to see a Gallardo here because I feel like they kind of disappeared. They used to be everywhere when we started car spotting, like, you know, 10, 12 years ago. And now they all disappeared. And I think there's such cool cars in here. We have a first-gen Gallardo. Don't be surprised if maybe the next year or two you might see one of those in my garage. And then this Cullinan is actually really cool. It's like the gray on gray with the blue interior. This actually looks wild. Then let's see what's on the other side. I think it's just the F12. But again, can't ever hate on F12. I think for me, F12 over A12 over the new 12 cylindry. This was, I think, the sweet spot, at least in my opinion. And we got the Hong Kong Taxi Huracan. As much as I'm not a big Huracan guy, this is actually kind of cool. And then the STO as well, which I still haven't, I've driven an STO a little bit, but we're going to probably review one, hopefully before the winter. But I do like the white on blue. I think it's a pretty cool spec. Man, not a bad duo of Huracans if, you know, you were to have a good duo of Huracans. Okay, guys, so there's an extra plan that just got thrown into this weekend. So we are supposed to go today to Pfaff open house. It starts at 11, but right now it's not even 6 in the morning. Got a call from Zach Brell last night, and usually when there's early morning plans with Zach Brell, it's something very special, and just happen to have, we have the GT3RS at home today. So we're gonna go pick Zach up and we are gonna shoot what might be the coolest car in the whole city. I think this is gonna be a pretty solid morning, no?
Should be, yeah.
Should be. We have something at the light there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's coming this way. We're gonna have a little nice photo shoot. So back like 4 or 5 years ago, me and Zach would shoot cars downtown like multiple times a week. We haven't done it in a very long time, but I think to make up for it, a 1 of 99 Bugatti Mistral is probably the best way to do it. Now, this is, I think, still the only one in Canada, and I think it is the highest mileage one in the world. I think it's probably around 1,000 kilometers already, and, you know, this car's 1 season old. most of these cars never get driven in general. And funny enough, in the beginning of the season, we were driving that and we spotted this driving, and now kind of starting to finish off the season and we're actually doing a proper shoot with it, getting to actually see the car properly. The back end of this car is so cool. So the Bugatti lights up just like the taillights. I guess it is a part of the taillights, but you know, the typical exposed W16 engine, the big air intakes on top. This car looks wild. This is crazy. The blue interior is so sick. Over 1,000 kilometers on the odometer. This is how you got to use these cars. What's the point if you're not going to use them? I mean, open top is all about the driving experience. It is the coolest car you can buy, just like a summer highway cruiser, or just a comfortable, reliable hypercar, because no other hypercar is going to be anywhere near as reliable as a Bugatti. The Bugatti Rumble. So nice. So we are just driving through downtown right now, casually with a Mistral behind us. Zach, what do you think so far of the shoot?
Pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah,
right? 6
spectacular car. 6
Cars are starting to come out though, so I think it's like probably what, 7 a.m. now?
Yeah, 7:15.
7:15. So it's getting a little busy. Got one more place to shoot the car, and then I think we're good to go. So we are at Union Station, CN Tower, Bugatti Mistral. By the time anybody knows this car is here, it would be later in the morning and it will be gone. It is 7:30 in the morning. Nobody's here, especially no car people. So kind of special how, you know, during the day, if anything like that's out, everybody spots, everybody knows it's out. But if you go early in the morning, you can get away without being spotted anywhere. But especially in a car like this, look at this. The W16 looks incredible. The open top, the intakes, the blue interior is wild with like a little outline of the car right there. This is one of the coolest cars ever made. In my opinion, the coolest new Bugatti like ever made, kind of modern Bugatti. Something with a real open top, real limited numbers, 99 of these ever made. This is the first production car ever delivered. First customer car, and it's probably also the most used and driven one, which is the best thing to see. And it's right here in Toronto. This is something I'm definitely going to remember forever. We got a double point of view here. I'm wearing the glasses and also... Okay.
Right here might be good too.
And time for rollers. Go behind him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, so sick.
This is amazing.
Yeah, pop over. It's one way, right?
Yeah.
Right here, right here.
Oh, this could be a cool shot right here. Okay, so the Mistral shoot was a few hours ago. Now it is about 10:30 in the morning. We're about to go to the Pfaff open house. Now, it's crazy. Driving a GT3RS after shooting a Mistral, like, you kind of forget you're in a nice car and you don't realize that people are, like, staring at you. But now, back to kind of reality. But this show should have some pretty solid hypercars, Pagani, stuff like that. Probably the best show you can go to in Toronto. They do it twice a year. But yeah, right now we're filling up some gas in the GT3RS and then we're going to head there. I didn't expect the whole highway exit to be sports cars going to the show. Like every single car behind me, in front of me, it's all sports cars. I did not expect this. This is going to be a gigantic freaking turnout. Look at this. Every single car, Testarossa, SF90, McLaren. I mean, this is crazy, crazy, beyond freaking crazy. I didn't realize it's gonna be that big of a turnout. We're here early too. So I guess they're pretty selective right now about which cars can park on property. We got Chris Green directing traffic. Let's see if he'll let me park the GT3RS in there. I feel like I got a Pfaff plate frame. I mean, should be okay, I think, hopefully. And Chris let us in. We're good to go. Definitely keeps the streets more empty here and less chaotic when they're actually filtering out cars. Good thing we brought something nice enough to park in here. Let's see what else is in this parking lot, because I'm guessing it's going to be serious stuff only. But yeah, already pretty good show. I know there's some like hypercars somewhere. We got to go find them, but yeah, some GT3s, a bunch of stuff. It's actually pretty good. So here it is again. I know you guys are tired of seeing it because I think we've probably seen this car in like 8 of the last 10 videos I've posted. Seen it in different states, different that. Now it's here in Toronto. So for here, it's still new, like to everybody. But I'm not gonna lie, I've seen this exact car too much. I want to see when a customer's car come, and then, you know, maybe I'll be impressed. But I don't know. Right now, I've been just seeing it a little bit too much. It's kind of like the Rimac effect where the press cars are everywhere. Now you don't care about the cars, but let's go see some actual cars. So we have, and not saying that's not going to be, I know that's going to be an actual production car, but for now, Pagani Utopia in Toronto, customer car. There's a few of these already that have landed, which is kind of nice because the previous Paganis, we never really got them brand new. I think maybe one. Is this one? Yeah, this one's a manual car. I think next year, the car that I'm waiting for is not going to be delivered yet this year, but we are going to have one probably for a few hours to do a review on, drive, try out, most likely. Manual one as well. So once that comes, you know, that's going to be pretty exciting, but I think we got to wait till next season for that. So there's a lot of music here, so I got to kind of talk over it, otherwise I'll get demonetized. But blue car, blue wheels, Strato. I'm normally not a big Strato guy, but this is a very solid spec. STO right here. We have another friend, Nick, coming with his STO. And an Aventador Roadster. I think this car's been around Toronto for a very long time. I think when I was in high school, I used to spot this car around. Yeah, a ton of cars here. GT4. You know, I think I actually parked in this exact spot with my GT4 at the meet last year. Man, there's a ton of cars here. GT3RS over there. We're going to keep walking. More cars are going to show up as we go. I'm sure a lot of hypercars, supercars, stuff like that. And in 992.2 GT3 with the new... Oh, no, these are comfort seats. Buddy, you got to get the buckets. Didn't get in time, but this one has the bucket seats. That's the way you got to go. F12. Proper car. We saw him yesterday at Grand Touring as well. So now we're at the McLaren building. I think a lot more cars are going to come. It's still early, but we have a pink Barbie 720S. Pretty interesting. So right now we're inside the shop. So here they're some of the kind of big boy cars. We saw already one Utopia inside, but we have another one right here. Now, I am more of a fan of painted cars rather than carbon cars and manual transmission. But yeah, the paint is just, that's all for me. I love that. I think too many people just go carbon option in any car that they can, and this is just something really, really nice to see. But it does have some carbon on the wheels, manual transmission, and it's crazy again. Like I said before, the fact we're getting brand new Paganis here in Toronto from, like, people are speccing them, because when the Wires came out, people in Toronto weren't buying these types of cars. So now finally we have a good hypercar game here, and behind us also is a McLaren P1 Lava Orange, I think, and beside that the YSAC 918, which I am told is for sale. But this car has all the right options. So we got liquid silver paint, YSAC package, even on the interior, a very rare option. This has acid green delete. So this is probably, in this spec with acid green delete, it's probably a one of one. There's a few in this color with YSAC, but this has got all the right options right here. And we'll go in a second and see all the cars kind of spread around the shop. So our friend is here with the ST. You guys probably recognize this ST. We did a review on this about a year ago. See this car all the time, but what a cool car. Pretty much a manual GT3RS, but a little bit more hardcore. This is so nice. But yeah, we did a full review on this car about a year ago. Fell in love with it. I do still prefer the Sport Classic, but this thing is definitely a number 2 for me for 992s. This is sick. OG Gallardo and an R8. I think this is gated as well, so peak era in supercars in my opinion. So we have the row of Aventadors pulling out. I'm in tour in the front with the SVJ. We reviewed this car pretty recently too. And the Aventador and the S Roadster right behind it. Okay, so before we leave, I didn't have a chance to get here before, but we have a Countach, a 599. This is a gated manual Murcielago. Then Nico with his Ferrari because he's really cool. YouTube. Okay, so guys, the meets for the weekend are over. I don't think any crazy cars are going to be out, but to finish off the weekend, pretty good spot. We're in Yorkville, and we got an Aventador SV Roadster.